Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are. I am Jan of Hicks Creates, and I am glad you are here. I hope you're doing well. Crazy times. I know, crazy times. I keep saying that. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and yours are all doing well, and that you're getting a lot of stitchy time. We are doing fine here. Me and mine are doing fine. The boys are good. Mike's parents got moved. They are good. So yeah, nothing much to report on that end. Of course, when you're sitting inside your apartment for days on end, I guess there wouldn't be. We made a trip to the mailbox yesterday. It's about as exciting as it gets. And that's okay. We don't need exciting. So how was your week? Let me start by saying it is Tuesday, April 21st. Grandma's birthday, at 9:20. You know, it just seems like a couple weeks ago that I was talking about this before, or no, was it yesterday? Hitler's birthday as well. It was just a couple weeks that I mentioned this before, and here we are a full year later. I don't know how that happens. Anyways, 9:23 a.m., 76 degrees and sunny here, going up to 80 today. Which means it's already about 82 in the apartment, and up here in the loft it's probably more like 85. I tried to get up here earlier, and I'm a little bit earlier, but it's warm. So how was your week? Did you have a good one? Did you have a good weekend? This weekend was our Stitchy get-together here on the island. We did do a Zoom get-together, and it was so much fun. Had a great time catching up with everybody. Everybody here in my little Stitchy group is doing fine. All of their extended family and friends are doing fine. So, you know, Hawaii's doing pretty good overall. So yeah, Stitchy related. I have a finish, and I have a bunch of stuff to show you, and I have a bunch of haul. So let's get started. I don't have notes this week. Can you tell? You know, some weeks I am so on top of it and I take notes and I know what I want to mention, and other weeks it's like, oh yeah, it's Video Tuesday. I did remember though, I want to mention a shout out to Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts. I can never figure out, I can never remember who's needlework, who's needle art. Off the Grid, you know her, you love her. She gave me a shout out on her video. Every Friday she does a designer shout out, and this past Friday she shouted out me. So Caroline, thank you. I've told you, just made my day, and Friday was kind of an icky day, so it was perfect timing. That's all I can remember. So let's get into the stitching. I have a finish, a fully finished. I had finished this before, but I finally got it fully finished this weekend. So this is my little Be Well Free design. This is stitched on, I believe it's a 32 count DMC, 2 strands over 2 linen threads. These are the little 9 patch squares that my grandmother had stitched together many eons ago. I've shown these in several earlier videos that I've had sitting around for ages and ages, and I decided, you know something? I think those would be awfully cute and awful meaningful to use on this. This is just some ribbon trim. It's not perfect. This is the first time I've ever finished anything with this like much fancier style of pillow. Lord knows it's not perfectly stuffed. My 9 patches are kind of, you know, I say that I can sew a straight line, but my straight lines are crooked. They're not crooked like that, but they're like diagonal. So whatever, it's done. I think it's adorable, and I'm very happy with it. Be Well makes me smile every time I see it. I will find more things to use the little 9 patches on. I still have a stack of them. Some bigger, some smaller. Gonna make more pin cushions, but that is done. That makes me happy. This week I do hope to finish this one as well. You remember this is the Mini Quakers, the shortened version. Little stitch along I did with Sue Morelli and Shiloh X Stitch MD. I have this fabric picked out for the backing. I'm just going to do a simple pillow with this. You know, it'll be kind of a long, skinny one. So I am going to sew it and stuff it, but I want to have, I should see if I have some yarn. I want to have some kind of soft edging on it. I don't have any of the chenille. I was thinking chenille. I don't have any chenille in a good color to edge it with. I want something soft and pinkish and just pretty to go around the outside. Let me see if I have any yarn that I could make into a cord. I do have one of those, you know, things that you twirl to twist a cord. So I'll see if I have something that works, or if not, I'll just wait and figure out where I can order some of that Lady Dot chenille from. I want to support some shop somewhere rather than getting it from 123 Stitch. I don't even know if 123 Stitch has it. If you know of a shop that has a good selection of the Lady Dot chenille, let me know, and I might get in touch with them and send them a picture and ask them to pick me out a pink. I'm not going to put any kind of edging on this. I think this is wonderful as it is. Just got a text that Mike is on his way home from work. He did have to go in for a couple hours this morning, so he will probably walk in the door at some point here, maybe while we're still recording, probably. So be prepared for that. Speaking of Mike, he does have his first podcast up. He did get approved for Apple, I guess, iTunes. I don't know how podcasts work yesterday. So you can access it not only through his website, but also on, I guess, iTunes, Apple. Michael R. Hicks, author. Science fiction is the category he's in. So, but I will put links below as well. So he will start recording, I think, the second episode today. I think it's going to take him like 2 days to record and then a third day to get it edited and uploaded. So that's kind of the time frame to be looking for it. It takes him a couple days to read the chapters because they are pretty long. Although when I'm reading them, I get done with the chapter awful quick and go like, because he sends me each chapter as he finishes writing it. And he always ends on a cliffhanger. And so I'll finish reading the chapter in like 2 minutes. And it's like, is that all? How can you leave me hanging here? Get writing. It's been like that through all of his books. But it does seem to take longer to read them. So who knows? Anyway, stitching. So that was my finish. My work this week, the next installment of Bloomtopia came out like the day after my video last week. So this is release 6. It is this little patch here and this pretty patch here. Again, just thrilled with this. This is 32 count Water Lily linen by Witchelt. It is a pale green. I have the blind closed down there today because it is just so hot. It just adds too much heat with that sun coming in. But I think the lighting's good enough. So the next release of this, release 7, comes out May 1st. Peekaboo! So that is going nicely. I spent this past weekend, last weekend, I didn't do a stitch with me on Friday. Like I said, Friday was not a good day. I just did not feel like interacting. I didn't feel like talking to anybody on Friday. And over the weekend, I decided I was going to do what called me, and this is what called me. This is Beachcomber from the Shooting Star collection by Carolyn Manning Designs. Love, love, love. Over 1 on 25 count. This is Overcast, I believe, is the color name. This is one of the 25 count Luganas by Lori Holt on Fat Quarter Shop. Love it. There's just something about the neat, even stitches over one, full coverage, and of course the colors. So this, I've worked on it pretty much all weekend. I think I might be up the, this is in Pattern Keeper. Carolyn Manning's designs do work in Pattern Keeper. I think I may be up to 3% done. Woohoo! I also, every once in a while, if I just have a few minutes, half hour or something to stitch on something, maybe I don't want to use my iPad or Pattern Keeper on my Kindle, you know, if I have a paper pattern, then I will pick up Shades of Gold. And I'm keeping this kind of semi in the rotation so that I can get that much further ahead come May 1st, in the hopes that I will get this finished in May and hopefully have a chance to work on at least one of the other ones that I hope to get done in May for my Monogamous May. So I did work over here. I got this line down here coming down, got the inner flowers done on that, got some more of the border stitches done. So a little bit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, elephant in the room? Probably not. Probably the rest of you don't really care that much. I have my fingernails done. Now I've mentioned before that I don't really like polish on my nails, that it kind of makes them feel funny, makes them feel like they're suffocating. So what changed? Jen Upton made me do it. She's posted a picture on Facebook and Instagram, I think I saw it on Facebook, where she had this gorgeous like blue to silver gradient on her nails, and I was like, OMG, I wish I could get my nails to look like that. And she said, well, I know someone, that being herself. She is a Color Street consultant. Color Street, I know nothing about nails. I know nothing about nail care, but Color Street apparently is, it's actual nail polish. It's these strips that you just stick to your nails. There's, I don't know whether it's adhesive or they just stick because it's nail polish, but it's like base coat, color, and top coat all in one that you just stick and then kind of file off around the top. And it's nail polish. So she very kindly sent me a free set. And so this is called Mermaid Brigade, you know, for me to try, since I don't ever do this, to see if I liked it. I love it. I love it. It feels good. It doesn't bother me at all. They were really easy to put on, and considering I know nothing about nail care, I'm really quite thrilled. So I ordered 4 more. She's having a special on her site, buy 3, get 1 free. And I thought, you know something, I'm just gonna add whatever catches my eye to my cart and see what I end up with. And if there's enough, then I'll do the buy 3, get 1 free, and then I can mix and match, because I've seen that kind of set up on Pinterest and thought, that's so pretty. You know, like most of the nails in one color and then one nail being something else. I think that's so cool. By the time I was done, I had 5 sets in my cart. So I'm getting 4. Buy 3, get 1 free. So thank you, Jen. I really appreciate you sending me this. I like it. And my nails don't look really weird and icky anymore. My nails I'm having problems with are getting ridgy and chippy, and you know, when they're exposed, I have a tendency to pick at them. So this is at least stopping me from doing that. Okay, so back to stitching, Jan. The thing I've been working on all week, it's time for seasons. Autumn. So I am almost done. Let me get this manageable here. You can see that little point down there. I put that in last night. That is the bottom of autumn. So I'm getting there. I still have bits and pieces to fill in. I still have that darn cloud to finish. I'll work on this corner when I work on the bottom corner, which of course is part of autumn. I have some bushes to put in, and of course this all to fill in, and all the back stitching to do, except the fence. I did the fence back stitching. So autumn is almost done. I am going to continue to work on this through the rest of April. I would like to get started on spring. The second part of spring came out on the 15th, so, you know, about 5 days ago. So I'd like to kind of get a start on spring. I don't know whether I will make it. I have to tell you, this is the problem with me saying I'm going to be monogamous. As much as I love this, and this is the pull. As much as I love this, as much as I adore it, I can't wait to see it done, but I'm getting bored with stitching on it. You know? It's this real pull of, I want to stitch on something else, but I want to get this done as well. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna be a disciplined stitcher for the rest of the month and work on this and see how far I can get, because this will get put away for May. So it'd be good if I could get spring at least started. So that is all my stitching endeavors. Oh, I was gonna say spring, if you haven't seen, I'm not gonna take the time to pull it up now. Spring, Dee, one of the other stitchers here on the island, my friend Dee, she's working on this and she's caught up and she started the second half of spring. She was showed it in our little get together on Sunday. There's this little wheelbarrow in spring that's full of flowers. It's those kind of little details in a piece like this that I just adore. It's just, you know, it's that whole scene. I love it. I often think I'd be good at doing like little miniature scenes, you know, like flower garden type things. I don't need another rabbit trail to go down. All right, so that's my stitching for the week. Stuff I got in the mail, otherwise known as haul. So, first and foremost, this is what I need for Balmy Spring Day that I am starting with Carolyn Zook. I had to laugh. One of the other ladies here, stitching ladies on the island, Erin, again at our get together on Sunday, she said, you know, we were talking about, you know, getting stuff and how it's hard to find stuff, you know, things are going out of stock, that kind of thing. Oh, guess who's home? Hello. Say hello to everybody. Hello. She talked about how she had a bunch of floss in her cart. She is kitting up a Hade as well. I forget which one. So she had a bunch of DMC in her cart and it disappeared before she was able to check out. And I said, that's because I bought it. So Carolyn and I are starting this on June 1st. This is going to be my reward for whatever I manage to get finished in May. I've decided I'm going to try, I think, a different organizing system. And I actually don't know if what I need is going to be here in time. I ordered from Amazon. I'm going to get some of those bins, you know, the plastic bins. I'm not doing bobbinating though. But what I thought I'd do is just kind of you know, kind of curl the floss up and stick it in the compartment and then just have, you know, the length cut off. I also got little square magnets, adhesive magnets, that I'm going to stick on the lid, and that's where I'll put my loaded needle. And so the loaded needle will live like up above, you know, where the color is in the compartment. I haven't decided if I'm going to put a strip with the color number and symbol up by the magnet, or if I'm going to just tape it like inside the compartment. I don't know. And I figure I can adjust, you know, with the dividers, the size of the apartment. So if I have, as in this color, I have 3 skeins. If I want them all to live there, I'll need a, you know, in that compartment, I'll need a bigger compartment, right? So it's going to take up more space than I might prefer, but the binder with the coin pockets, I'm not in love with it. It's not awful, but I'm not sure it's exactly right. So I thought I'd try something different, see what I think. I also got from Fat Quarter Shop the floss and the fabric for Feels Like Home. This is their new mystery stitch along that is starting on May 1st. So this is part of their Mania plans. And so it's part of my Mania plans because they invited me to help host it. There's like 5 or 6 other floss tubers doing this as well. These are the classic Colorworks colors. They have a set in DMC as well. Look at those colors. Is that not gorgeous? It will actually coordinate really well, I think, with, this is Quilter's Cottage, again by Lori Holt. That of course I totally changed the called for colors. Their colors were much more primary, and so this is my color conversion, but the colors for Feels Like Home are going to coordinate perfectly. Yeah. So they sent along with that 25 count Lugana, and the idea is that, and it is the Lori Holt vintage cloth. This colorway is called Cloud. They call for it being stitched over 2 on 25 count. You know I'm not going to do that. It's just too big for me. What I am going to do though, I was still going to keep it on white. I pulled out a piece of 36 count Edinburgh white, so I will be doing it on this. 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads, 36 count. So that starts May 1st, so I can't wait to start that. That's going to be pretty. All right, the other thing I got was another order from Fat Quarter Shop. So I am starting to do the design for my summer flourish. You know, I have winter and spring, so it's time to start working on summer. These are some of the colors for it. You know, when I'm starting to design, I don't necessarily know what colors will work. So I just buy several of different, the shades that are in it. So I can pick from that. These are all classic Colorworks. So you get kind of a beachy feel to the summer one. I also got this one isn't part of it. I love the colors in this. This is called Frosty. Look at that blue and white. Isn't that pretty? So I had to get that one. But anyways, some of these will make it into the design. I am currently working on that. I'm also still working on the 3D one. I am calling it a tempo because there's a clock on it. Doing clocks is hard. I think I said that last week. It's going to be a while before that one's ready. I'm going to take a break for that and start and finish up summer first, and then I'll get back to that. I also got from Fat Quarter Shop another piece of 25 count Lugana. This is just a regular Zweigert. It's not Lori Holt. It is pewter. I think I got it for some reason, but I can't remember what. It's probably not anything I'm going to be doing anytime soon, since May is already booked up. I don't know why I got it. Maybe I just wanted more 25 count Lugana because I seem to really like stitching on it. Maybe I got it for one of the shooting star ones. I don't know. It was there, it jumped into my cart, it came home. I've also placed another order with Fat Quarter Shop. I ordered the little bird needle minder that goes with the Feels Like Home. They have a little enamel needle minder like this. So cute. So I ordered that. And then I ordered a bunch of colors as well for the Tempo 3D design because I need to start picking out colors. And I am using, that is going to be charted in just like the summer one, although the summer I probably will provide also a DMC conversion. A tempo is going to be charted in overdyed flosses because that richness has to come from the melding of the colors, and that's what you get with the overdyed flosses. Looking around, I think that is it. Last but not least, though, we have our angel of the week. Isn't she sweet? So pretty. So what do we have? What words of wisdom today that are absolutely perfect? And again, when making big decisions, do your best to take your emotions out of the equation. Your mind will serve you better. So yeah, a lot of people out there, from our leaders on down to small business owners, are having to make some pretty darn hard decisions these days. Take your emotions out, your mind will serve you better. And feel some peace, having made the decision. God, it's a hard time, isn't it? I hope you guys know that I am thinking of you. We're having some great discussions on my Facebook group, Stunning Cross Stitch, Jan Hicks Creates Stunning Cross Stitch Designs. I invite you to join us there. Until then, I'm going to say I'll be here Friday for a stitch with me. I'm not making any promises. Obviously, last Friday I just was not feeling like it. We'll see. This Friday I may not as well, actually. Well, no, that's not till the afternoon that we have to run out. We'll see. If I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. In the meantime, be well. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.